So what do you think so far? Is it pretty...
We're basically on the cover. So for like this would be so much easier in Photoshop for me. I can do this in 2 seconds in Photoshop and it'd look amazing.
Okay.
But this page, like I feel like I should have done this in Photoshop and just imported the JPEG.
So you say you could do that in 2 seconds in Photoshop?
Well, not
if
2
you
seconds, but
if you can learn this, you can do it in 1 second.
okay. All right. So let's go. Let's put our type treatment here. And so, what is our header font that we use in Butler? Okay. See, I'm getting ahead without even asking you what I should be doing. I just pressed T like I would in Illustrator or Photoshop.
How about we lock the background?
Let's do that.
Select everything.
So select everything or just the background?
Just the background.
Okay.
The logo. And then just hit Command L.
Okay. And let's lock this B too, because I don't want to move that either. So Control L. And then, all right, so now I can move this thing around freely without having to mess the background up. Okay, got it. This thing is lined up kind of to like the tip of this, little area of the B.
Let's turn the ruler to see it.
What do you mean?
It's lined up, just drag it down. Right there. There you go. Pretty close.
It's not exact. So what was my thing lining up here for? I'm gonna get rid of that now.
What?
The ruler line that I just made.
You select it and delete it.
All right, so we're gonna grab this ruler line. There it is. All right, so if I wanted to line it up exactly, be anal about it, there it is. So now I have my logo, I have my background element. Now I need to put type here for lookbook, and I just want to have it our standard header font, which are we using what, Pragmatica?
Yeah.
Okay.
That or Helvetica.
Okay, so let's go with Pragmatica on this. And so usually, like, I would just click T and then click where I want to do it. Is that the same deal?
Yeah. Just click and start typing.
Say I clicked and
it's gonna be black. That's the default color, so you can change the color. Or you
Yeah.
can type what you
Do I have to like hold it down?
There's two ways.
There it is. Because I just clicked and nothing happened. Lookbook. Now I have to go to
Swatches.
not this, but my swatches.
And then, yeah, white.
Where's my type settings? Here's my workspace. Here it is. Typography.
Yeah, let's do that.
There it is. Sweet. Okay, so now just select that, go to Pragmatica, fold. Now I'm not liking the way this looks just because it's too similar to our Butler branding logo. So instead of using our standard header, we could use our subheader font, which is gonna be
Caramel Pro. Or Baskerville.
this is Baskerville. Okay. We could have this be like 18 point. No, that's way too big. 14 point seems fine. Okay, now if this were in Illustrator base or Photoshop, just be able to increase the size. But if I increase the size over here, it just looks like it's increasing my text box area.
Here, let me show you something that's gonna change your life.
Okay.
So the shortcut is Shift and Command is to proportionally increase the scale of the font.
Control
That's the
Shift.
key right there.
Okay, and then it tells me what my new point size is. Okay. So I need to double click it to not just change the frame size, but to change the actual size of the
Inside the frame, yeah.
inside. How do I change everything, the container and everything?
You can double click an edge or a corner.
Because now, like, okay, so I'm gonna undo everything I did because I want to resize everything and move it around.
So same thing, Shift Command.
Shift Command. All right, so that's a lot smaller. All right, this is fine for now. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it like this. Yeah. I'll edit this later. I want to get past the cover design, and I want to go to an actual page with some text on it. Okay, so this is let's just pretend that this cover looks good enough. All right, what do I do now?
You want to work on the contents page?
Yeah, because okay, so this wireframe that I made is designed to be read as a whole. So you open it up and reads kind of from left to right. And so I had imagined a white background on this side that has either some sort of color on the other side, and then our team photos with a tagline underneath our just Butler B, and then table of contents. Okay. So like our table of contents is going to be basically on the left side, but it could be the same color that ties in over here. So whether that's going to be our yellow or black, I think yellow would be kind of cool.
I like that. All right, let's get started on that.
Okay, so how do I do
create another page?
So what do I do? So I have my cover page. This is good enough for now.
And then you want to go to Pages on the right hand side.
Pages.
And then click on the new page icon right there. And then another one. There you go.
Okay, and if I deselected that face option,
it'd be
one on top of the other. Okay. So this is cool. So this automatically knew that this first thing was going to be my cover. Okay. What if I just wanted it to be my front and back cover looked just like this, to where if I had the front and back cover kind of bleeding into one another, which I might actually do that because I haven't designed the back cover, but I think it'd be kind of cool because this is a Butler B. It's like the back cover had a part of this element in there.
Right. So you can add that back page next to the cover, which is where it's going to reside eventually.
So would I just do this and then put, how would I do that?
So go to Pages, just go back first. And then go to here.
Yes,
sir, right there. And then go and deselect allow document pages to shuffle and allow selected spread to shuffle.
Gotcha.
Now do that thing.
So click it again, Alt, drag it to the side, and move it back up there.
There you go. So that's your back cover.
Okay, so I'll get rid of these two things. Go here to my, now when I save these as layers, it's all still in one layer. Is that no good? Should I?
For now, it's fine like that, but eventually you do want to separate your graphics with your text and your other elements.
Leave that locked. I'm gonna get rid of this thing right here. Let's just pretend like I don't want this. Okay, so I'm gonna unlock that. How do I get that to bleed over to the next page? Because see, look, it's just kind of getting cut off right there. Control copy, and then should I just click in the page down there?
Now you should be on the back. Is it not doing it? Oh, there it is. And just drag that to the left.
No, I don't want to drag it. I want to make sure it's like in the same spot. So if I put just Control V, it pastes it there, but like in a weird spot. Usually on like Photoshop and Illustrator, I press Control Shift V, and it pastes it in the exact. It like retains the position that it was.
So you want to paste it in the exact same spot.
Correct. So like, let's just pretend this was one image that half of it was on the back cover, half of it was on the front cover.
So paste in place.
Yes.
Object. No, edit. Paste in place.
Okay. It's not doing it. It's keeping it on the cover.
So here. Copy. Right.
So then So I select here, Control C, or no, sorry, I gotta select the right page. Control C, and then over here, Control Shift V, or no, sorry, Edit, paste in place. And see, look at it, it still added it over the element that's on that first page, which is, fine if I just wanted to do that, because based off of layers. So you should technically separate your layers by page.
Yeah.
Okay. See, you said we'll get to that for another thing. No, it was applicable for this.
We're gonna do it right now.
All right. So done with the cover. I need to get to the inside.
Okay, what do we have there?
So for the inside, we have this like Butler B. So I imagine this to be on a white background with a black Butler B, and then a tagline, right? And then I have my tagline in this document over here. Okay, we help brands stand out and connect with their audience in today's noisy digital world. So I'm going to copy that text. That's going to be our text over here. Okay, so do I just click right here? See, when I click, it doesn't do anything. So I have to like drag a frame.
Let's see, go ahead and delete that.
Okay.
And then select the selection tool.
Selection tool.
And then just paste. Command.
Oh, okay. So I can just collect it. So copy and paste from any document.
Do you remember the shortcut to increase the size?
Yeah. So, but see, the thing is, let me go here. This frame is kind of too big. I like it to be like that. And where are my paragraph tools where I can center the text?
On your right hand side.
Oh, here we are. Okay. And then to constrain the size, I select Control Alt. Oh, that keeps it kind of in the. Oh no, it doesn't. No, sorry, Control Shift.
Shift Command. Shift Control.
And if I wanted to keep it centered. All right. Now, how do I know if this is centered on this page?
You can use the Align tool. So I'll go ahead and select it, and then a window, object, and layout. Align.
Keep this right here. Okay. And then I want to align to the page.
Good.
Okay. Now I'm going to go back to my libraries, which are right here. Select my Butler B, the black one. Place a copy of that here. Oops, sorry, no.
You pasted it.
Drag it right there. Same thing. Align this to the page. Center. All right. And then going back to the wireframe, that is the graphic of our people. But we need to kind of end. I need to put a background layer of this like Butler yellow. So should I go to the
shape tool?
Yeah, shape tool. I'm gonna click M to make a rectangle. And here, let's just switch that. I don't remember how do I change the swatches to like a Butler branding swatch?
Go ahead and use the eyedropper tool.
So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go back to my libraries. I'm going to put this in here so I can steal it.
There you go.
Okay. Control
And
then use my eyedropper. Boom.
Boom. There it is.
Like that.
It's just like the default. Yeah.
So this is where my table of contents is going to sit. Okay, according to the layout that we have.
I need more space than that.
Yeah, we probably do. And now that I'm looking at the layout, should this be centered with this or should it be centered with the page?
Center to whatever this
Okay.
distance, and then align it to
So
that
the
object.
cheat way of doing that is going like this. Okay. And then going like this.
And then select it again. There you go.
To key object. Boom. All right. I don't know if I like that, but we'll see. Okay. We'll see. For now, let's just do it. I might change it later. The table of contents needs to go right here. And so I don't necessarily know what the page numbers are yet. Does InDesign account for like sections and like automatically update the table of contents? Or do you have to manually put it?
You don't have to manually do that.
Okay. So let's just
Can you drag that to the right?
Okay, so what I did right here is just like I would in Illustrator, Photoshop, Alt, Shift, drag, and then there it is. Right, and then this is going to be my background layer.
Couldn't you just use the same shape? So delete that.
Oh yeah, let's
Just
see.
drag it from the right. There you go.
Perfect. Okay, sweet. All right, so we have our page break. We have our section over here. That's going to be our table of contents and our people. I have over here in this folder the elements to pull from, right? Assets to pull from,
Sweet.
updated team. So this is all in Photoshop.
Can you export that as a PNG and then put it in your links folder?
So don't keep it as a
Or you know what, you can have it as
PSD?
a PSD. You don't have to say export as a PNG. Just...
So how do I create a links folder? Or does it automatically create?
Did you create that in the beginning?
I did not.
Alright, let's do that right now then.
Okay, so over here I have, in fact, I don't even know what this is saved as. This is not saved as any, it's saved as Butler Branding Look Book, but it's not saved in a particular place. So I gotta put this in the right folder. So I'm gonna put clients and projects, Butler Branding Design 2020 Look Book, and just keep it in here, right?
Yes.
So this is my, all right, so I always have to have a links folder that I have to manually create before I start my document.
Right, that's where all your images and elements are going to reside.
All right, and so I'll keep that in here. So I have now my InDesign file, and I'm gonna now create a new folder for links. Could I call this like anything I want to?
No, just links.
It's called links. Okay. All right, and then so instead of, I was calling it assets to pull from, but
Right,
that's
so
not
just
it.
drag that into the links.
So I'll just, cut and paste that over here. In fact, I'll probably do the same thing over here. I could have just, so technically I could have just renamed assets to pull from. All right, learning, man. All right, so now do I just drag this PSD into my InDesign file?
Yeah, and then it'll be linked up.
Let's see this. And I don't necessarily want to put like the titles above them. I just want to keep their faces.
Oh, okay. So
And so then, all right, now I'm going to align this to the page center. I don't care if they're aligned to this. Again, this layout might change, okay? But so again, in Illustrator or Photoshop, I'd be able to double click this and it opens up and I could just get rid of those titles. Are you saying that I should do that before?
So one way is to just drag the frame down to crop the top, right? You're
It's
trying
not
to
going to
get
work because some of these things are going to cut off like part of my head.
rid of- Okay.
Same thing with Matt's head over here. And so if I were to go to this links folder and then updated it over here, would it change it in the InDesign file?
Because it's, remember, linked up.
Okay, so I can go over here. All right.
There you go. Save that, and then it should.
So I didn't delete it, I just put it in a group and good.
There should be a links. Links right
Put my links right
there.
here.
And then you just need to update the file by right-clicking that triangle. Double-click or relink.
Update link.
Hmm.
Boom. Okay.
Pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. All right, I like this. My initial idea of having this be the container of the table of contents, I'm falling more out of love with that. Let me see what this would look like if I were to reduce the size. Yeah, see, it's too
Too
small,
tiny, yeah.
too tiny. So I can't necessarily open this up as a smart object, right? So if I were to go
Yeah, you
here, okay,
So option double-click, and it'll take you to the.
that's what I wanted to do. Okay. And so one way to do that is I could like make these people overlap, right? So if I want to remove art in front, you know what I mean?
Oh, you're trying to reduce space in between the.
Reduce space so that I could increase the size, you know?
Yeah.
One way to do that. But, let's just mess around with this. So this isn't going to be like final thing. Matt will keep him tall. Janice will move here. Save that. Go over here. Oh, see? And I didn't even have to double click the update thing, right? Now let's add some text areas. I'm going to change this layout. That's fine. I don't like this yellow, or at least I just don't like this being off-centered. I really think this needs to be aligned, centered to the page, which doesn't look good with that thing here. So let's just move this. Okay. That looks fine for now. This is going to be really embarrassing because I think we're going to share this in probably a couple different parts in YouTube. But maybe it's going to be helpful for some other people that are in my same position.